Live from the Canadian capital, this is the GBN Television News. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines is brought to you compliments GUT Credit Union.
Make a greater contribution to your credit union by volunteering to serve on one of the following: Board of Directors, Supervisory and Compliance Committee, and Credit Committee. Members wishing to be considered must be active members of the credit union, be of good standing, and possess a reasonable understanding of the credit union's philosophy and operating principles. Application forms can be downloaded at gutcu.com/nomination or collected at any GUT-CCU branch. Send your application via email to nominations in care of GUT Cooperative Credit Union, Grenville and St. John Streets, St. George's. Or email your nominations to gutcu@spiceisle.com. The subject should be Nominations 2022. The deadline for applications is Friday, April 29th, 2022.
This is the GBN Television News for Wednesday, April 27th, 2022. I'm Stasia Blake. In the headlines, Prime Minister says there will be no appeal, but state pension payments can completely derail the economy. Public Workers Union leader views the Advisory Committee on Pension as a delay tactic for pension payment. Glimmer of hope that a Grenadian boat captain is still alive 1 month after MV Fairchance sinks outside Trinidad. And in around the globe, in the regional news, 3 more oil discoveries in Guyana hailed as remarkable. Russia cuts gas to Poland and Bulgaria as they fail to pay for supply in rubles. Coming up in sports, Grenadian professional basketballer Arkim Robertson says it takes hard work and determination to succeed in a basketball career. Details right after this message.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue. Available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Good evening. This is GBN's News at 7. The pension ruling and its implications on the health of the economy was a highlight of Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell's national address on Tuesday night. More in this report by Beverly Telesford.
During his national address on Tuesday night, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell reiterated that government has taken the decision to not appeal the recent pension ruling, despite strong legal advice that there are good enough grounds for an appeal. However, the Prime Minister added that not appealing the judgment means that government will have to pay out millions of dollars to public servants, which, if not managed strategically, can completely derail the country's economy.
Regarding the issue of payment of state pensions, unless we manage the process well and set out a viable roadmap under which the state could meet its obligations, it can completely derail the economy, sink thousands into dire poverty, and set us back many years and cripple the future development plans.
Dr. Mitchell provided preliminary figures of what the payout would cost government.
While these fiscal obligations of the court ruling are still being tabulated, preliminary indication, and these are just preliminary numbers, are that we will have to find at least $465 million. Sister brothers, take that in. $465 million. That's not all. And then on average, we'd have to find $120 million more each year for at least the next 37 years.
Prime Minister Mitchell says government has also set up a broad-based advisory committee that will provide further technical advice and other general guidance on the issue.
They will use their expertise and experiences in studying the entire issue and the decision that the government has made, with an objective to make specific recommendations to the government on how we move forward. That committee will be headed by economist and experienced global public servant Dr. Spencer Thomas. And it include also economist Dr. Carrie Grenade and Dr. Patrick Antoine and a former Chief Justice of the Caribbean Court of Justice, Sir Dennis Byron. There will also be a fifth representative coming from the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank. The governor will inform us.
The advisory committee held its first meeting on Tuesday morning. The committee is expected to make specific recommendations to government within 3 months. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly, Telesford.
One of the public sector unions directly affected by the non-payment of pensions to members due to the Pension Disqualification Act has since responded to Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell's national address, which focused on the issue in contention. Gerard Joseph has that story.
We hope that the narrative changes in that paying the pension is not viewed as a destructive element, but one that is viewed that can empower Grenadians. So if they truly believe in driving our country forward, in progressing our country, this pension ruling will be implemented as soon as possible.
Brian Grimes, president of the Public Workers Union, says this is an opportunity for Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell's legacy to embrace an issue that can change Grenada for the better.
We are not interested in long, drawn-out dialogue with big-name individuals and committees and a zero-sum ending for our workers throughout the public service. We are not interested in that. We know what we have to do. The courts have ruled. Let us just get down to implementation.
While commending the NMP administration's decision to not appeal the recent court ruling on pension, the union leader says it bodes well for the PWU's approach to the consultative meetings with government.
Hopefully they can have additional changes and shall ensure that we have increased personnel at those discussions and that it's limited to those who are actually claimants and not all Tom, Dick and Harry.
Grimes reiterated that the union is not against sitting and holding discussions with government, having already expressed their qualms with the mandate given to facilitate such meetings. He also responded to the appointment of an advisory committee, noting that judgments in 1998, Humlin Armstrong in 2012, and the 2022 ruling have pointed to the Pension Disqualification Act as being unconstitutional.
What do we need our next 3 months for? I think I don't want to come off as though I'm chastising the current administration, but it is solely a lack of vision, implementation that we seem to be running behind a situation that should have been dealt with very long ago and prepared for very long ago.
The union leader says many of their members view the advisory committee as a delay tactic and that the payment of pension will in no way derail the economy while sinking thousands into dire poverty as is being purported.
Now, this $400 million, point of which we have not determined to be accurate or ascertained at this point in time, if it is put into the hands of regular Grenadians, public officers, working class people, and it's injected into our country, it can transform Grenada. So this narrative where there's a divide and rule mechanism to divide worker against worker, Grenadian against Grenadian, I don't think it is helpful, and it goes against the fundamental principle of consultation that the Prime Minister is talking about.
The PW president says they look forward to a quick implementation of a pension payment plan and to government being honest in their deliberations in 2022 as opposed to what infamously transpired in 2018. On GBN's Election Watch tonight, the panelists discussing the Prime Minister's address on pension will be social activist Daisy Hazard, former political leader Nazim Burke representing the National Democratic Congress, and Tony Boson, Member of Parliament, and Byron Campbell. GBN's Election Watch begins at 8:30 p.m. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
Tensions within the TA Marischal Community College, TAMCC, have reached near boiling point, the numerous grievances leading to industrial action today. There were reports of the escalating tensions erupting in a Grenada Union of Teachers organized protest, which became reality on Wednesday afternoon. President of the Public Workers Union, Brian Grimes, speaking to GBN prior to the action, says one of the major issues is that workers at the tertiary institution, whether represented by PWU or GUT, are operating under 2012 salaries.
They are also owed increments, not even 50% of which have been paid at this present time. And there are other issues that they face. So you can understand the mounting frustration that these workers face. So all cards are on the table, including industrial action regarding what's happening there. It is not a matter of TAMCC, the management, government, central government, whoever you want to look to, is not aware of the amount of problems and grievances that the workers they face.
Grimes noted that all cards are on the table to garner results, while highlighting that the present issue is not very different from what drove the 2019 TAMCC protests.
There were instances where the ministers of government were boasting in Parliament that they paid increments to TAMCC workers last year in Parliament. But what is the fact? The fact is they are owed for a number of years, 2019, 2020, and 2021. What was paid off and was boasted about was just a partial payment, 75% of 26 in the middle of this month. So there is a lot, like I stated, less than 50% have been paid and the workers are operating on 2012 salary. Inflation has eaten up their wages. They have no disposable income. And on top of that, based on the growing needs of the institution, their requirements, their job descriptions are increasing on a month-to-month basis, and you have no compensation.
The Caribbean Examinations Council, CXC, has announced that this year's CSEC exams will be delayed by 3 weeks. CXC says it recognizes the impact of COVID-19 on the education system in general and the schedule of CXC's regional examinations. Dr. Wayne Wesley, Registrar and CEO, says exams will commence from Monday, May 23rd, with results projected to be released by late August or early September. CXC also announced the extension of the submission of SBAs from June 30th, 2022 by a further 2 weeks for the submission of both CAPE and CSEC SBAs. It also decided the release of broad topics to be communicated to the candidates. This is news at 7. Stay with us.
Monday, May 2nd, the holiday. Mangazo takes opulence to a different level as we invite you to our food festival, 11 in the morning until delicious, sumptuous, and visually appealing food, vegan food, seafood, oil down, cakes and pastries, wild meat, curry, sauce, and lots more. And look out for cultural performances, steel band, and more. For more info, call 538-0358 or 405-GAZO. That's 4296. Monday, May 2nd, the holiday. Mangazo Food Festival. Sponsored by Independence Agencies Limited. Agent Force Swiss. It's better because of Swiss. Grenada football action is back on Saturday, 30th April. Get ready for the 4th edition of the Pure Grenada Cup at the Kirani James National Stadium with 2 opening games from 6 p.m. St. Mark Western Stars versus St. Patrick Crown City Strikers. Then from 8 p.m. defending champions, St. Andrew Big Parish Stars versus St. George Royal Cannons. Admission $20. Then just one game from 6 p.m. U17 Young Gunners versus St. John Dolphins. Admission $10. The 4th edition of the Pure Grenada Cup is on. Don't miss it.
Why pay full price for your mobile when you can pay half? Just bundle your home internet and mobile services with Flow and save 50% on your mobile bill. That's money in your pockets every month. Plus now you get free YouTube and WhatsApp data. And you can share your plan with up to 3 other numbers. Upgrade now and get a free smartphone. Switch and keep your number. Learn more at discoverflow.co.
The night before the holiday, Sunday, May 1st, all roads lead to one place and one venue only. The Cow Band, as Roller Promotions presents Out and Bad, featuring live and direct from Jamaica, the international dancehall icon, DJ live inside the Cow Band, alongside Trinidad's top dancehall artist, Jeleno. And the ladies' man, Sarima. You know Copen is gonna be wicked. Come early to witness the tune for tune song clash. Country versus town. Bad man, we not practicing up. Under decks, 473 rulers. Here, let's give on. Bomb Squad, Teflon, Fight Star, MK, Unity Sound, and Star Neil. Hosted by Blackstorm, Jabba, and PQ. Representing Grenada, Boise, Terra the Governor, Vaughn, Ledneck, Khalifa, Muddy, Jab Gang, Squeezehead, Little Jello, plus more. Get your $40 early birds now from all popular ticket locations. Second batch $50, general $60, or pay more at the door. Sunday, May 1st. Out and bad. Copen Seller.
Renbeck Community Partnership Initiative, supporting education.
The project for our school is the expansion of the school feeding department and home economics department. Our previous kitchen area has been very small and sometimes it became congested. Therefore, we would like to say a heartfelt thank you to Grenlec for partnering with us in ensuring that we improve the quality of education that we provide here at Riverside Government School.
Grenlec, energizing our community.
My name is Dominic Lawrence. I'm a police officer by profession, and I've been a member of Ariza now for about 20 years or less. I chose to join Ariza because I've been hearing some good stuff about them. And my sister was a member before me. She told me about her good experience that she had with Ariza. What I like most about Ariza is the way they treat you as a member. They take good care of you. They help you in very, very good ways. They have some good products in place to help you. I've been able to budget a lot better because of the products and things that they have in place to help us as members. I love it when you call Ariza and the way they would answer the phone. Ariza, how can we make you smile? I would like to take this time now to congratulate Ariza on the 75 years of service to the people of Grenada.
I go drink water in Moonlight City. I go drink water in Moonlight City. Yo, this is the girl Patricia Ross, and I will be in Grenada for May I Fet. Moonlight City, yours truly will be there.
They say we toxic. We full of toxic love. It's a big girl now. Watch out with that walking from night till morning.
See you there, Moonlight City, May I Fet.
Body wet up, wet girl, where the man them carry on. Carry on, baby. Carry on, baby.
Yo, this is the girl Patricia, but I'm to all my sexy Grenadian ladies, I'm coming.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Drop by any one of our 8 locations today. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
There is still a glimmer of hope that the captain of the MV Fairchance, Canadian Dexter Chance, is still alive, almost 1 month after the accident at sea. He's the only crew member still missing from the vessel, which was overturned on April 2nd. More in this CNC3 report.
It's been just about a month since the MV Fairchance overturned off Munos Island. This dreaded journey to St. Vincent took the lives of 4 persons and 1 crew member, the captain, Dexter Chance, still missing. The operations turned from rescue to recovery with 4 bodies salvaged from the vessel 2 weeks ago. The vessel is now floating off the coast of Chaguaramas. One of the survivors, Jonelle McIntosh, returned to Trinidad and Tobago after leaving to continue the search for his captain. He shares his displeasure with the authorities.
They didn't even have a search on the vessel. They didn't have a search to say in case the captain would have been back on the vessel by mistake. And it's hurt me to see the vessel is here. We get everybody, and the main person of the vessel is missing, which is the captain. And the guys, imagine we have a look outside when the boat was rolled over. The Coast Guard said they were guarding. And up to now, we cannot find the captain. If you were guarding this vessel, how the captain could have get out of the vessel without nobody seeing his float or... Come on!
The bodies of Eric Calise, Owen Prescott and Devon Celestine were recovered last week. But McIntosh says the authorities did not search the vessel and they are now faced with this task.
There is places I cannot access on the vessel still, so we're trying to make a little search just to see if the captain is there. We still are searching for the captain. If you look, there is things that we're just trying to go through, eventually put them on the deck just to see, make clearance. Well, look at the kitchen there still. Yeah, we're looking at the kitchen room. We're looking to go inside there and see if we could see the captain anyway, because the Coast Guard did not search. They came, and what they did, they go and who they see, they just took them off.
He gives a tour to show the areas of the vessel still blocked.
The access to the kitchen is still blocked. You can have a look. Look at the access to the kitchen, it's still blocked. To the galley, it's still blocked. The Coast Guard didn't even come in there. We don't even know as yet if the captain is here.
The bodies of the 3 men are expected to be cremated and returned to St. Vincent and Grenada. McIntosh says returning to the vessel is heartbreaking as he replays the tragic moment. He says he had to return to ensure everyone's body was found.
I came back because the boat flew to identify those bodies. Yeah, because there wasn't no one around to identify those bodies. Yeah, so he got some family here, but they wouldn't know the next guy because some of the guys with locks were missing. So they look different. And you know, I could identify because he's my crew member from the last color of uniform they had on and the clothes. So I could identify those bodies.
The crew and others are expected to continue clearing the vessel, hoping to find the last crew member. Otto Carrington, CNC3 News.
Of the National Democratic Congress, Dickon Mitchell, will address the nation tonight. Mitchell, a lawyer by profession, is expected to articulate the party's vision to transform and move Grenada forward, which includes the party's plans to tackle the issue of pension. The NDC leader's address will be broadcast live on GBN television at 8 p.m. tonight. And now we turn our attention to what's been creating a buzz on social media. Beverly Telesford has been looking around the platforms.
GBN Social Buzz is reaching beyond the local platform to share with you what's trending on social media. We browse the World Wide Web and bring to you the topics inciting the most reaction and debate among users. NDC caretaker for St. Andrew Northeast, Tessa Sincere, appeared on Tuesday's To The Point program, where she addressed concerns she sees affecting the education system and workforce.
So I would have spoken to a number of them, again, across the years, as I told you, I've been engaging with young people. And one of the the clarion calls that they have is unemployment and underemployment, sustainable employment, right? And this continues to be a theme even within the upcoming election, moving into the upcoming election. Young people are saying, we go to school, we come, out secondary schools, we have so many subjects, we go to college, we go to university, but then we're not getting jobs that are commensurate with our qualifications. In fact, we're asked for experience that we do not have. Experience, in my opinion, that is impossible when we have such a young population, right?
Our social media users took to the comment section to also share their thoughts and concerns. The following views are of the members of the public and not necessarily of the GBN. Vanessa said, we have a Center for Remedial Work and Adult Literacy Program. Additionally, the reintroduction of home economics and woodworks in the primary school curriculum. Ernesto chimed in, Tessa, as a young person, you see the challenges they've been going through from graduation to entering the workforce and not having the experience needed for the jobs offered based on what you have studied for. What advice or approach would you give to that person? Harry said there should be extra classes for math and English and remedial classes for those falling behind. Vanessa noted hardly if any scholarship for specialized nursing areas. Roger said Grenada is blessed with natural and human resources. We just need good leadership to create the infrastructure for a better economical outcome on the population level. JJ Med mentioned the length of the school day is affecting students' performance. Education system is too rigid. Students are changing. Lastly, Mary said the young people need life skills. Not all will be academics. That's what's buzzing tonight. We encourage you, our viewers and listeners, to submit your think pieces on trending topics locally, regionally, and internationally via our Facebook page and YouTube channel. Continue to share your thoughts and concerns with us on our social media platforms.
And still ahead, the RGPF appeals for witnesses. Stay with us.
Here is a little known fact. There is only one place in Grenada that you can get an MRI scan done. That place is Stasia Imaging Center. Yes, Grenada, that's the truth. Other centers could offer you other scans, but Stasia Imaging provides an authentic MRI scan. Here's another little known fact. Stasia Imaging has 3 centers. We operate at Grenville, the Carnage, and at the Ocean House, Grandance. We provide the widest range of laboratory tests and services. CT scans, x-rays, mammograms, ultrasounds, and a host of other services. We are fully staffed by a team of family doctors and specialists. Call us today at 444-7679 or 406-1500 or visit any of our 3 locations. Stasia Imaging, from seeing the doctor to getting lab tests, scans, and pharmacy services. We are here to take care of you.
Looking for a professional team offering around-the-clock, private and confidential nursing, medical care, and aid services? Then look no further. Nurses Care Grenada is a fully certified, insured, and licensed healthcare facility committed to the reduction and eventual elimination of healthcare disparities affecting the nation. Our registered nurses will visit you at your home, assess your condition, and provide the required treatment under the directive of a doctor. So why worry when there's Nurses Care Grenada? Give us a call, 406-3928. Nurses Care, reliable, trusted professionals we can all depend on.
Hey man, when we come online, you only juking up your phone.
Yeah boy, now as I say, they have an app. I can't find it. I check Play Store. I do a Google search. I can't find it. Man, I get fed up, man.
Nah man, because you look in the wrong place. The app is web-based. You access it via your web browser, right? You can add it to your home screen or your desktop, like any regular app. Watch, look, I have it on my phone, right? And you can access it or add it to any device, your computer, your tablet, any device.
Well, how am I doing that and I can't find it?
All you have to do is open your browser, right? And type mobile.nawasa.gd. And voila, you see?
Just so?
Yes, and you can download it or access it via the web. Once you have a reliable internet connection, right, you can run the app anywhere, anytime.
So, how I adding that to my home screen?
You click on those three dots, right, or your web browser setting, and look for the option to install app or add to home screen. Easy peasy. The Nawasa app is versatile, fast-paced, and always up to date because it's web-based. Once a change is made to the app, it updates automatically, no hassle.
Mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
Make a greater contribution to your credit union by volunteering to serve on one of the following: Board of Directors, Supervisory and Compliance Committee, and Credit Committee. Members wishing to be considered must be active members of the credit union, be of good standing, and possess a reasonable understanding of the credit union's philosophy and operating principles. Application forms can be downloaded at gutcu.com/nomination or collected at any GUTCCU branch. Send your application via email to nominations in care of GUT Cooperative Credit Union, Grenville and St. John Streets, St. George's. Or email your nominations to gutcu@spiceisle.com. The subject should be Nominations 2022. The deadline for applications is Friday, April 29th, 2022.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Why pay full price for your mobile when you can pay half? Just bundle your home internet and mobile services with Flow and save 50% on your mobile bill. That's money in your pockets every month. Plus now you get free YouTube and WhatsApp data. And you can share your plan with up to 3 other numbers. Upgrade now and get a free smartphone. Switch and keep your number. Learn more at discoverflow.co.
Welcome back to GBN at 7. Assistant Superintendent of Police attached to the Community Relations Department, Desmond Richards, is appealing to the witnesses of the incident that resulted in the death of 22-year-old Kimon Bell of Woburn St. George to come forward.
A postmortem will be done as well on the deceased, to determine the true cause of death. And so every area that is necessary to be covered will be covered. I believe that it is necessary that the truth of what happened is done through proper investigation and not wild comments. One person say that and this person add the little piece and this person say this and it really doesn't help. And of course, we are also asked if there's anybody that maybe were wrong in the night or some other boat that would have had some form of information or saw something, come forward and let us know. And so that we can really know, as I said before, determine what really happened.
The body of Bell was retrieved by officers of the Coast Guard on Monday after the Coast Guard boat collided with a boat carrying Bell and a friend, Vondi Joseph, on Sunday night. So far, Joseph has cited the incident as deliberate. While the incident remains under investigation, attorney at law representing the family of Kimon Bell, Anselm Cowden, has given the authorities 7 days to begin dialogue with him as representative of the estate and parents of the deceased. Following the issuing of a flash flood advisory on Sunday resulting from the passage of a trough, forecasters at the Met Office are currently monitoring an area of disturbed weather across the southern Windward Islands. The monitored system is identified as a near-surface trough, which is within an area of deep layered moisture and pockets of instability. So as a result, the state of Grenada is expected to experience cloudy to overcast conditions tonight with rain, sometimes heavy, and isolated nighttime thunder showers. Consequently, the Met Office has issued a warning for a medium chance of flooding and landslide over the next 12 to 24 hours, and a small craft advisory is in effect. The likely impacts are street and river flooding, rockfall, and some downed trees. The National Disaster Management Agency, NADMA, encourages road users, marine operators, and people living in vulnerable areas to take all the necessary precautionary measures to remain safe.
The weather conditions that we have been experiencing for the last few hours are now expected to continue for the next day, due to three things that are in phase right now. First, there is a low-level or near-surface trough. Above, there is an upper-level jet stream, and there is an abundance of moisture sweeping across the island right now. Once these three things are in phase, they make the atmosphere very unstable. So the model guidance for the next day, at least, are saying that there's a pretty good chance of significant rainfall, mostly from about midnight on Wednesday to midday on Thursday.
From the thought process to the visual impact, it's time to take a peek through the GBN ISOL lens.
A good eye captures all. GBN ISOL is brought to you by ClearVision.
Life is beautiful if only you can see it. ClearVision Eye Center helps you do just that. We provide expert service, classy eyewear, and cutting-edge technology, all with a quality customer experience. See better, feel better, and look better. Meet us today at clearvisiongrenada.com or call 444-0055, WhatsApp 409-0055, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ClearVision Eye Center. Let's see life and the world with a clear vision.
Tonight, citizen journalists submitted footage of this soldier crab, which found its way from the sea all the way up to the general hospital where he works.
Look who decided to join me and walk today. Look who decided to join me. Where are you going?
He added that soldier crabs feed on waste or debris of any kind in the sand, leaving rounded pellets of discarded sand behind them. The males, he says, may form into large armies which traverse the beach at low tide before the crabs dig into the sand to wait for the next low tide. We thank our ISO reporter for that wonderful and educational submission. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp on 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
Stay with us. The weather is up next, and Beverly Telesford will join us with the news from around the globe and local sports.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
for your education,
for your financial freedom.
for that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
If there was ever a time to keep and stay healthy, it's now! We at Hills and Valley are here to help you take deliberate steps to maintain your health. We stayed true to maintaining the most comprehensive rates while stocking the widest range of medicines and health devices, including personal protective equipment. There are so many benefits shopping with us. You get great savings through discounts for senior citizens and reward cards for loyal customers. Ask about owning yours today. Visit us at Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George, Jubilee Street opposite the Grenville Bus Terminal, and at Hillsborough, Carrico. Our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street also stocks the widest range of pharmaceuticals. We are with you on the hills and in the valleys. We are Hills and Valley Pharmacy.
Your vehicle insurance should never break your bank. With Beacon, you can get up to 35% off your fully comprehensive car insurance and still get full protection from unexpected damages with free loss of use, windscreen cover, and special perils. When it comes to your insurance, always be sure you settle for more. Call us at 440-4447 or log on to beacon.co.tt and get a quote today.
David Moya Monroe presents a tribute to Mom on Mother's Day. It's an afternoon of musical enchantment as we celebrate Mom through the pulsating rhythms of New Dimension, Angel Harps, and Comancheros steel orchestras. Celebrating Mom. There's also attractions for the kids. Yes, bouncing castle, face painting, as well as your favorite animated friends. Join the celebration on Mother's Day at Grand Mall Plainfield. It's a tribute to Mom as we celebrate life, living with the angels and queens among us. No vending allowed at this event.
Keeping an eye on the weather. This is GBN. We've got you covered.
And now for a look at tonight's weather. We're expecting cloudy to overcast weather with some brief to scattered showers, which may be heavy at times. Rain and possible isolated thunder showers are also possible. Flooding and landslides are possible, so there's a warning in effect. Tonight's low will be 24.5 degrees Celsius. Please keep in mind a small craft advisory is in effect. Looking ahead to the 3-day forecast, on Thursday, sunrise will be at 5:50 and sunset at 6:21. We're expecting cloudy to overcast weather with some brief to scattered showers, which may be heavy at times, rain and possible isolated thunder. We'll see a maximum temperature of 28 degrees and a low of 24.5. On Friday, sunrise will be at 5:49 and sunset at 6:21. It will be partly cloudy to occasionally cloudy and hazy with a few brief to widely scattered showers, improving overnight. We'll see maximum temperatures of 28.5 and a low of 25. Looking ahead to the weekend, on Saturday, the sunrise will be at 5:49 and sunset at 6:21. It will be partly cloudy and hazy with a few brief morning showers, becoming generally fair during the afternoon. We'll see maximum temperatures of 30 degrees and a low of 25.5. And that's the weather.
Welcome, sporting fans. Let's shoot off tonight with basketball. Akim Robertson, who is playing professional basketball in Switzerland, reminiscing on his journey in the sport, says it was not easy to achieve and reach where he is currently. The Grenadian pro baller recounts having to flag rides from basketball practice in Guelph or St. George's to his home every night from Monday to Saturday.
If you really want it, then you'll have to make the little sacrifice to get it. And once you get it, it's like you have to work to keep it, because there's so many players out there, like in the States, who does the same thing that I does. But if you're doing it good and the coaches like it, then they're gonna give you a chance.
Robertson says his love and passion for the game are what drove him to succeed, and believes this same mentality is a must for young players seeking a basketball career.
You make it difficult by you not working and you not showing the interest. Because I could be a coach and I could want you to come and play for me, but if you're not working, if you're not working on your craft and you're not exercising, not doing what you're supposed to do, then I wouldn't feel comfortable in giving you a full ride, because I could take that and give that to somebody else. Now, I wanted to play basketball. Like that was just the main goal for me. So it's like if I didn't play basketball, I didn't know what I would have done. So it was either that or nothing at all.
He admits there were many times he felt like giving up, noting the lack of confidence in himself and comparing the support his colleagues had to succeed.
It's as difficult as the player not pushing himself to get out there. But once you are here, then you realize, okay, well, I could really compete against the best out here. And that's where the job gets way more easy. Because you here, you have all the treatment that they have, like with the same thing that they're doing. So it's up to you now, once you get out here, to maintain that high level of training and everything.
Moving to cricket, the 8 teams in the quarterfinals of the St. Andrews T20 tournament have been decided following the conclusion of the preliminary round over the weekend. The tournament takes a break this week due to the celebration of Labor Day. However, the teams contesting the quarterfinal round have been finalized. According to President of the St. Andrews Cricket Council, Terry Hilaire, Tivoli Cricket Club topped Zone 1 over New Youth Cricket Club, while Pearls Progressive Cricket Club led the qualification for Zone 2 over Idlers Sports Club. Zone 3 leaders are Moncton Cricket Club with Idlers Youths in second, and Zone 4 Munich Cricket Club topped the table over Union. And that's a look at sports. Regional and international news are up next. This is your One Caribbean Media Hookup, and I'm your presenter, Beverly Telesford. Tonight's regional news comes from Guyana, where ExxonMobil on Tuesday announced 3 new discoveries of oil in the Starbrook block offshore Guyana. And with these discoveries, Guyana's recoverable oil resources now has increased to nearly 11 billion barrels of oil. Let's get more from News Source Guyana.
The ExxonMobil company this afternoon announced a triple discovery of oil offshore Guyana on the Stabroek Block, which has now pushed the estimated discovery on that Stabroek Block to nearly 11 billion barrels. In a statement, the president of ExxonMobil upstream company, Leah Mallon, said the new discoveries and the updated resource estimate increase the confidence that the company has in its ambitious exploration strategy for the Stabroek Block. ExxonMobil Guyana president, Alistair Rutledge, made similar views.
It's a truly remarkable story, and it adds to the now we believe nearly 11 billion oil equivalent barrels of resource discovered in the Stabroek Block. That's a huge number. It supports the chain of projects that we're bringing forward. It takes time for us to mature the resource into these projects, but the discovery process is continuing to happen. These projects will ultimately bring huge benefits to the country of Guyana.
The ExxonMobil company currently has 4 sanctioned projects offshore Guyana. In a statement this afternoon, the government of Guyana welcomed the new discoveries. Natural Resources Minister Vikram Barrett said the new discoveries add to Guyana's growing legacy as an oil-producing and exporting nation. He added that the government of Guyana remains vigilant and committed to ensuring the benefits of Guyana's petroleum resources benefit all Guyanese, and paving the way for a thriving future for generations ahead.
Russian energy giant Gazprom halted gas supplies to Bulgaria and Poland for failing to pay for gas in rubles. The Kremlin's toughest response yet to the crippling sanctions imposed by the West on Moscow over the conflict in Ukraine. Here is Reuters with this news report.
Russian energy giant Gazprom stopped supplying gas to Poland and Bulgaria on Wednesday in a major escalation of Moscow's broader tension with the West over its invasion of Ukraine. Poland and Bulgaria are the first to have their gas cut off by Europe's main supplier since Russia launched its invasion. But Poland's Prime Minister said on Tuesday that the country's energy supplies are secure.
Our gas storage is 76% full. This is a high level of filling, much higher than in most European countries. Therefore, also in this transitional period before the Baltic gas pipeline is launched, we will be able to draw on our resources, as well as obtain gas from all possible other directions.
Russian President Vladimir Putin has demanded that the countries he terms unfriendly pay for gas in rubles, and has threatened to cut off gas supplies if the demands are not fully met. Bulgaria, which is almost completely reliant on Russian gas imports, said the proposed new payment scheme was a breach of contract, while Poland, whose gas deal with Russia expires at the end of this year, has repeatedly said it would not comply with the new scheme of gas payments. It has also said it would not extend the contract. Polish Climate Minister Anna Moskwa.
We're prepared to be completely cut off from Russian resources. Both with regard to coal, the cut was made on our initiative. We introduced an embargo on April 16. We're ready to cut off the gas completely. We're also ready to cut off Russian oil completely.
The move to cut off supplies followed sanctions imposed by Warsaw against Russian individuals and companies, following what Moscow calls its special military operation in Ukraine to disarm the country and protect it from fascists.
Firefighters in India are struggling to contain a massive blaze on the outskirts of New Delhi during a heat wave. The Prime Minister is warning that temperatures in India are getting too high too early in the year, adding to the risk of fires. More in this Al Jazeera report.
Flames burn for a second day at the Balaswad landfill, adding to the hazardous air quality in the capital. The plumes of smoke hard for anyone to avoid, especially waste workers.
There's a fire every year. It's not new. There is a risk to life and livelihood. Many slum dwellings caught fire. People left. But what do we do?
picking through rubbish to earn a living. Their only option is to carry on and risk the dangerous smoke as firefighters continue to battle the blaze.
We are very scared. We inhale these gases which cause diseases. I feel pain while breathing, and there are many others like this.
Indians are suffering a heat wave which is adding to the risk of fires. March was the hottest month in more than a century. Prime Minister Narendra Modi warned state governments that temperatures are rising much earlier than normal, leading to wildfires and fires in buildings such as hospitals. He's urging the urgent implementation of safety checks. The landfill was supposed to close years ago. The decaying waste produces methane gas that feeds the fire. Instead of shutting the waste dump, the city adds 2,000 tons of new waste every day.
And that's a look at some of what's happening regionally and internationally. We'll recap the headlines next.
Now for a recap of the night's top headlines. Prime Minister says there will be no appeal, but state pension payments can completely derail the economy. Public Workers Union leader views the Advisory Committee on Pension as a delay tactic for pension payment. Glimmer of hope that a Grenadian boat captain is still alive 1 month after MV Fairchance sinks outside Trinidad. And in around the globe, 3 more oil discoveries in Guyana hailed as remarkable. Russia cuts gas to Poland and Bulgaria as they fail to pay for supply in rubles. And in sports, Canadian professional basketballer Arkim Robertson says it takes hard work and determination to succeed in a basketball career. If you missed any part of this newscast, a repeat of it will be broadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online at gbn.gd or on GBN Television's Facebook page or YouTube channel for these and other stories. I'm Stasia Blake. That's the news. Thank you for joining us tonight. We'll see you again tomorrow.